speaking for myself. I messed up bad and now you're begging me for proof. Say, convince me that we're true. Do it all for you. I need your love. Yeah. Your touch will never get enough. I get a warm when I'm with you. Treat you like my number one. Nobody can compare to you. I love the way we move. I love the way your hands feel on me too. Do it all for you. Oh, I need your love. I'm gonna hold you, 'cause I do it all for you, my love. I'm gonna show you, I'ma do it all for you. I'm gonna hold you, 'cause I do it all for you, my love. I'm gonna show you, do it all for you. I'm gonna hold you, 'cause I do it all for you, my love. I'm gonna show you, do it all for you. See you across the room, I know. But this is worth the struggles. I'ma fight for love.
Hiya, how's everyone going? Oh, I hope you like that little B-roll section there of me writing in a, well, trying to write in the book, but then not writing in the book, and then going to make pizza. Yeah, it's a weird story. I didn't know what to do. Welcome to how to make your videos crispy, beautiful, tender, moist in the cinematic category. Hey! Flopping birds is flying over. I'm just gonna eat my pizza quickly. And then we can get straight into the video. Does anyone really just sit outside? I mean, it's so peaceful. It's so, like, therapeutic. Well, it's spring here, so it's getting to that warm stage of Australia. So I'm out here, chowing down my pizza, my feet in the floor, my feet in the pool, and it's just quiet. I mean, before there was a garbage truck out there, it was really squeaky, and that was very loud. But other than that, sit back, listen to the trees rustle, the birds chirp, the wind howl. It's so nice. I don't think anyone really does it anymore. They're always inside at the table on the technology or watching TV. It's sad, but it's such a nice thing. You're really scaring me right now. You know why? You were just hovering on the bubble stuff. You were right there, and there's water there. That's one tip how to get. Oh, it's really warm there. That's one tip on how to get more cinematic footage. Do the extreme. Hang on, we're not getting into it now. Before that, we'll roll the intro so I can eat my pizza. But yeah, stay tuned for the reasons of how to get cinematic footage. Yeah, roll the intro. Oh, alright, so let's first off talk about letterboxing. And you may be saying to yourself, letterboxing? I don't need anything mailed to me. Oh, it's not that letterboxing, little young leprechaun. No. It is, alright, I've got the definition here on my phone, or from Wikipedia. Same thing, Wikipedia's everywhere. Letterboxing is the practice of transferring film shot into a widescreen aspect ratio to standard width video formats while preserving the film's original aspect ratio. So pretty much what it is, and the way I use it, it isn't like how they use it in big blockbuster films. So in big blockbuster films, they use cameras that have a certain aspect ratio that makes these little black bars on the top and bottom of your video. And you've seen it in my videos all the time, and that's pretty much what it is. And when I make videos, I add them in post because I don't have a video that can do that aspect ratio. But when they use big blockbuster cinema cameras and all that, they have that aspect ratio. So when adding these black lines into your video, they can friggin' make your video look 100% more cinematic. Like, legit. Like, you take them for granted. You see them in my videos, like, oh, that looks cool. But once you take them away, the cinematic look is, like, just gone. And it's so cool. So, what you do is you go into Adobe, you put an adjustment layer on all your footage that you want this cinematic bars to be. Then you go down into the Effects tab, type up crop, drag that crop over onto the adjustment layer, and you go into the settings of that crop, and you go top, set that to either 12 or 13, and then you go to the bottom and set that to 12 or 13. And that can, like, increase the cinematic look of your video by so far. And to show you the comparison, I'll show you the starting B-roll that I did for this video here. I'll show it without the letterboxes, and then with the letterboxes, and you will see there is such a damn difference. So, yeah, woo! I'm gonna hold you. Ow. Ow, these rocks hurt my feet a lot. Ow, I should have wore shoes out here. Ouch. I'm just gonna lean against this tree. So that kind of brings along the next topic of how to make your videos more cinematic, is reach for the... Don't touch me, tree. I can't sit like this. This is hurting me. Ow. Go to, like, places that no one would go. So, I just filmed over in the garden over there. For that shot before, when I was talking about the letterboxing, and it's unusual. It's an unusual shot, and but it's nice. It's nice for the audience. Right now, I'm in a garden with lots of rocks in my feet, and it doesn't feel real nice. But I'm doing it so that you guys can get like a different angle. So you don't get bored. So I'm not just sitting in one place for the entirety of the video. I'm actually changing things up. It doesn't keep the audience bored. Doesn't make them bored. But yeah, go to places where no one goes, because that's what people want to see. They want to see the unexpected, the unexplored. They don't want to see you walking on a path with all the other tourists. They want to see you in the jungle, defeating tigers and stabbing snakes and all that. That's a lot more interesting than just walking in a path with the tourists. I mean, it's a bit more dangerous, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get a better video. Rightio. So next up on the agenda. Oh, there's a tree waving at me. We have, you're on my book. So I got my journal here of all the stuff we're gonna be talking about. Next up is color grading, and color grading can dramatically change your footage. Like, you can change like an image that looks completely flat, completely bland, and change it to something that looks freaking amazing. You can use color grading to make your subject or something that you're filming the subject, and make them pop off the screen. Something like teal and orange is a type of color grading they can use. So with teal and orange, it brings all the oranges out, and our faces are orange sometimes, or not all faces, but you get what I mean. It brings the oranges out, so it makes the character, the person, pop off the screen. So I'll show you a few clips here of color grading and how they've had like dramatically changed the look of the video to make it look so floppin' cinematic.
Just give me one shot, I won't waste it. Friday night we were fading, all your lips I could taste it. If I could just keep it one more weekend.
See, but not just that, but it can also bring like an atmosphere to the clips. So if it's a really cold and rainy day and you use warm color grading, it's gonna look really weird, because cold is often represented with blue. Like, you know, you get in the shower, the cold's blue, the red's warm. So as you can see, the character pops off the screen. You can just make everything look so much more cinematic, so much more atmospheric when using color grading. You can slide that contrast bar up to give everything like more darkness, more boldness. You can slide the blackness bar up to give it more of a flushed out feeling. You can slide the saturation bar up to make it like a dreamy. Like, that's what you do with wedding videos. You slide the saturation bar up here because weddings are very dreamy and very happy like scenario, and you need to create the atmosphere. So to do that, you make everything pop. So yeah, that's color grading. Color grade to make your videos a lot more cinematic. So, next we have good music. And this is a very controversial topic because all music is subjective. Everyone has their type of music. Not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is a scene has a type of music you can use to make it so atmospheric, so cinematic. Imagine a scene where I'm at my desk doing homework. I don't want to do homework. I've made the color grading like really dark, and I'm just at my desk, and you have happy music over that. Doesn't really fit, does it? Unless I'm having a good time doing that homework, it doesn't really fit. What you put over that is very sad and sorrowful. I can't say sorrowful. Sorrowful music. You put very sorrowful music over it, and it just makes sense. Now in my videos, all my videos pretty much, I like to use EDM, because EDM, it's just so bouncy. It's bouncy, it's fun, it's energetic, and that's what I want my videos to be. Bouncy, fun, energetic, and it just represents me. I'm bouncy, I'm fun, I think, and I'm really energetic. So I use that kind of music in my videos because it's fun. It just makes me feel happy when I'm editing to the beat of that EDM, like boom, 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 and everyone's dancing. So when you're using music, use it to add to the atmosphere that you want to create. So if you want to make something sad, use sad music. You just sit and listen to the dark, even though it has nothing to say. If you want to make something happy, use happy music. If you want to make something bouncy, use bouncy music. Pretty straightforward, but some people mess it up. It's weird. Alright, sorry if that sun up there is a bit of a distraction, but next up, it's use unusual and different shots. This is a huge mistake I see people make when they're making their videos. They just shoot from here. They don't shoot from up like this. They just shoot from here, from their own eye level, and sometimes that's good. See, I'll show you. So there's good times and bad times to do that. I'll go over here in the shade a bit, so the blaring sun isn't in your face. When you're talking to someone, this is right, because this is how we actually see people. We see them like this, unless you're like really tall or very short, but this is how we generally see people. And when you're interviewed, like I do a lot of not promo, but I film like the school carnivals at my school. When I'm talking to people, I'm up like this, and I'm like talking to them like this. I'm behind the camera, talking to them like this, and it's like wind. It's like a point of view, POV, point of view shot. You're behind the camera and you're acting like a person. You're acting like someone is there. And I always like I'm zooming in, like I ask, well, what's your favorite thing about today? Well, my favorite thing about today is this. And they say a funny joke. You're like, so do you like apples? And they're like, yeah. That's kind of the only time you can use it, is like that. I mean, you can use it at sometimes. It's very bland. Everyone uses that. If you want to make it more cinematic, use shots that no one else uses. So instead of filming this little lock here, just like this, like, ooh, cinematic, that kind of works. But it's better to be like, get a downward angle of it and slowly move across, or zoom really close to it and like go across like that, or get like an upward view of it. And that's just like a lock. That's just a lock. You can do so many different things. So let's say, for example, you're filming someone walking. Yeah, pretty bland. Instead of just holding them walking like this, you can get different shots. You get them walking like this, you can get them, their arms swinging or something, you can get their legs moving, and you can get a wide shot of that. You can get a wide shot of them moving like this. You can get a close-up shot. You can get a close-up shot of their foot, or a wide shot of their foot. It's a simple mistake that everyone does, and a simple mistake to fix. So I'll do a simple B-roll here of me just walking, and I'll show you the different shots that you can use to make it like more cinematic, instead of just holding the camera and walking. See how much better that looks? Like that last shot there of me just walking down the straight took like 5 seconds. Not even 5 seconds. But that whole B-roll shot took about under 5 minutes, I reckon. Under 5 minutes. So you can see that it takes a lot of time to do something so cinematic like that. But if you want that final product, if you want your stuff to look cinematic and just juicy and tender and all that. Sorry about the harsh sunlight here. I shouldn't be filming directly in the sunlight, but oh well. Yeah, but if you put in the extra time, if you put in the extra 5 minutes instead of just the 5 seconds, your footage is gonna look so much better, and it's good. So find different angles, put the time in, find different angles, instead of just having that one shot of me just walking down. Put the effort in and get those low down angles, the high up angles, the angles from behind a bush or something, and they just look so much better, and it's just such a better version when it comes out finally. What's next, you ask? White balance, yes. What's white balance, you ask? The balance of whiteness. Not clear enough? Alright. Yep, I know what you're all saying. It's annoying the hell out of me as well. It's out of focus. I know, I can see it. I must have forgot to switch it back to auto, and it's on manual focus, and I didn't fix it. We're all gonna have to go through the pain together. Just deal with it, Okay, but back to the video. So white balance, I only figured this out like a couple of months ago, strangely enough. I knew what white balance was, but I've never used it. I should have used it because it's freaking amazing. Now, white balance is when you can turn the white balance down, and that makes, actually, let me just look up a definition, because my words are, no. Simply put, white balance in digital photography means adjusting colors so that the image looks more natural. So I'll show you a few examples. I don't know what my white balance is at now, actually. Okay, my white balance is on custom. I don't know what custom is. So white balance is kind of like the warmth and heat of photography, videography, and all that stuff. So the lower it is, the colder it's gonna look. The higher it is, the warmer it's gonna look. Middle is kind of like where you want to be, because it just looks tender and juicy and amazing, like every cinematic video should be. So I figured this out not long ago. I was filming my room, and the lamp, I don't have a proper filming photography, videography lamp. I was using a desk lamp, and the lamp was like a really warm and disgusting, and I wanted like a cold and sad look. So I adjusted the white balance, and that changed everything. It all looked sad and gloomy instead of orange and yellow and disgusting. So now I'm gonna make my flip net right here. I'm not gonna change any of the settings. Turn what's it called? Color grading off right now. There we go. So I'm gonna make it look really cold. I'm not gonna change anything on the camera except the white balance. There you go. There you go. So I've changed the clip to 2500 Kelvin. That's how you measure it. You don't measure it in Fahrenheit or Celsius. It's Kelvin. This is as cold as it can get on my camera, at least. And you look at the difference. It's like completely blue. It could be nighttime for all you know. It's not nighttime. So now I'm going to turn the white balance all the way up the other end of the Kelvin scale to something else, but you'll be able to tell the difference. I'll be right back. Alrighty. This is 10,000 Kelvin. Disgusting, I know, but it gives such a different, it's so different. Like before it was freezing cold, now it's super warm. So you can see how you can add this to your videos to make it more cinematic. Because if you want that nighttime look, if you want a sad look, if you want a sorrowful look, you go to the lower side of the Kelvin scale and it makes everything blue, so you don't have to do it in post. If you want to make it really sunny and really warm and really happy, you can drag the Kelvin slider all the way up the other end to make it warm and yellow. It's really disgusting now because look at my face. Yuck. Yellow. I mean, it's disgusting anyway, but with the yellow tint, it's gross. But yeah, you can see how changing the white balance can be very beneficial to make videos more cinematic. It sure as hell made my video when I was filming it, that's coming out soon on the channel. It sure made that video very much better. Alright. This flamingo's very moldy. Yuck. But the final tip I have for you guys to make your videos super cinematic is sound effects. Don't use the audio on your camera. No, don't. Because right now I can hear a car going past, birds chirping, me being annoying and talking, the flamingo making noises. You don't want all that in your clip. No, it's gross. It's gross. The mix is gross. So instead, if you're making something cinematic, get rid of the audio that you recorded on the video, unless it's really good and you really need to. Oh crap, my tripod's about to fall. So if you're filming like on a lake or something, and swans are flying over, get a sound effect from the internet, or do your own. If you can make a swan sound effect, I'm okay with that. And mute everything else and put the swan sound effect. I don't know, the isolation of the sound effect in the clip just makes it like, I don't know, it's so cinematic. It just makes it sound so much better for some reason. In this new short video I made, it's 20 minutes short. In this new long video I'm making, I've gotten rid of all the sound effects. It was a big mistake because then I had to do 20 minutes of solid sound effects and it took so fucking long. I had to record some, I had to download some off the internet. But yeah, at the end of it, it was so good because the isolation of the sound effects just, I can't explain it. It just makes it sound so much better. So if you're at a river or something, don't use the sound effect from the river. It's going to sound disgusting unless you have the best mic in the world. Go onto the internet, download a royalty-free, copyright-free sound effect of water trickling, and it just brings a whole new level of cinematic sound, not just look, because half of the video isn't just video, it's also sound. If you're doing a shot of the trees or something, sorry about the wind, I'm gonna have to move. There you go. So if you're filming maybe the trees or something and you can see birds in them, don't use the sound effect of the birds and all that, because you probably hear some other things like you stepping or dogs barking or cars moving. But instead, just get something from the internet or birds chirping. Get rid of all the sound from that video and put that new sound in, and it just makes such a big difference. It sounds so good. So I'll show you a few clips here from my latest video. Yeah, going to a rainforest, and I'll show you where I've used like isolated sounds and all that to make it just, I love it, okay.
Take it back. Now I can take it back. Everything that I said, you were right by my side. Now I know I was wrong.
Hiya, that's the end of the video. Pretty abrupt, eh? I always do abrupt stops because I'm too lazy to do other shots to like lead in, like B-roll. Which is not what we learned today. We learned today to put the time and effort in. Don't be lazy like me. You wonder why I'm eating an ice block, popsicle, whatever you guys call it. It's because it's about to piss down rain here in good old Australia. Not in the entirety of Australia, because that's a pretty big place, but in my town. You know, when it rains, it gets pretty freaking hot and all that. And sorry if you can hear the aircon. I've got that on as well, because I'm just freaking bugger, but yeah, hope you liked the video. That's my tip for making cinematic shots and all that. So I hope you guys learned something. If you like this video, comment down below and say you liked it. And I'll probably make something else. I'll probably make like camera basics like ISO, f-stop, shutter speed, and I'll hash those out because I love just talking about cameras and all that, and videography and all that. So yeah, so if you like this video, go down and comment, say you did, and say what else you'd want me to do, and say what I did wrong and what you guys do and all that. I love comments, so comment down below. Also hit that subscribe button, and I'm just gonna make me popsicle. We don't call them popsicle, we call them ice block, so ice block. Cheers.